The 49ers just beat the Chicago Bears 42-38 in one of the best games you'll ever see. Now the Niners are just one win away from securing the #1 seed in the NFC and a first-round bye in the playoffs. With all that in mind, here are the Niners' grades for this performance. Quarterback, A. Brock Purdy's first pass was a pick six. It was a terrible decision, a predetermined pass to a receiver who wasn't open. Purdy could have gone in the tank right then and there. Instead, he scored 5 touchdowns for the second game in a row. In this game, he rushed for 2 touchdowns and established himself as a legitimate dual threat. Suddenly, the zone read for Purdy is one of the 49ers' best short yardage plays. It's unstoppable right now, which means Purdy gets tons of credit for the resurgence of the running game without George Kittle and Trent Williams. Before halftime, Purdy nearly threw his second interception, but a questionable penalty negated it, and he ran for a score on the next play. So he was somewhat lucky, but he also was clutch. He led the offense down the field for a touchdown easily at the end of the game, as opposed to Caleb Williams, who failed on his final drive. Purdy is better than him. Running backs, A+. Christian McCaffrey rushed 23 times for 140 yards and a touchdown. He looked like the offensive player of the year. And he did all this without a Hall of Fame blocker paving the way for him. Impressive. Wide receivers, B+. Juwan Jennings scored his 9th touchdown of the season. Some team is going to pay him more than $20 million per season this offseason, and I doubt that team will be the 49ers. They don't need to spend that much on wide receivers because they have Ricky Pearsall, who had 85 yards despite playing through a PCL injury that just won't go away. Tight ends. A. George Kittle didn't play, so Jake Ton just casually led the team in targets with 9. He also had 7 catches and a touchdown. He's a quality starting caliber tight end, and the Niners have to keep using him even when Kittle returns. They would make an outstanding 1-2 punch. Offensive linemen. A. They absolutely dominated the Bears' defensive line without Trent Williams. They gave up only 1 sack, and that was when Purdy didn't see the rusher coming from behind him. Spencer Burford has been an absolute revelation at left guard. Suddenly, the interior of the offensive line is outstanding. Defensive linemen. F. They couldn't stop the run, and they never sacked Caleb Williams. Bryce Huff hasn't had a sack since week 7. He's been awful. Linebackers. F. They gave up 110 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. They also gave up 98 yards and a touchdown catch to rookie tight end Colston Loveland because the Niners can't cover any tight end. Defensive backs. F. This group was awful. Jair Brown let Luther Burden run right past him to catch a deep touchdown catch in the first half, and collectively these guys gave up 330 passing yards and 2 touchdowns to a quarterback who was highly inconsistent. Special teams. A. Eddie Pinheiro never misses. Coaches. C. Kyle Shanahan called a phenomenal game. He didn't have George Kittle or Trent Williams, and yet his offense scored 42 points and gained 496 net yards. Give this man the Coach of the Year award right now. This has been by far the best season of his career. Meanwhile, Robert Saleh's defense can't stop anything. Can't stop the run, can't pressure the quarterback, can't even keep the quarterback in the pocket. To be fair, his defense is missing key players, but so is the offense, and it's rolling. Saleh needs to do better or the Niners will be one and done in the playoffs, even if they have a bye week and home field advantage.